Welcome to Untitled Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Sagittarius for the month of end Feb, March. So we're in the season or the zodiac sign of Pisces. So it's the element of water. And we have Jupiter, the massive, big, huge planet, is in Pisces. So we expect all sorts of revelations, reality checks, generally expansion on all levels, and this can be positive or negative, so just mind there, Sagittarius, what is going on. So that's basically the theme. You are in your 4th house, so the focus will be all around your home and house and what goes on there, relationships, all sorts of business like that. So remember, 4th house, home and house, and what goes on in that place. The energy is the Chariot. So emotional discipline coming in, Sag. It's very much a travel card. As you can see, a chariot is the old version of a car. So there could be some travel on your mind. And I'm thinking, knowing Sagittarians, especially here in the Southern Hemisphere in Australia, the borders are now open. So many a Sagittarian will be busting to get out into the world again, perhaps, or planning to get out into the world in the next couple of months. This is the card for Cancer, so maybe this will be around Australian winter time, so June, July time. So let's see. So that's positive in itself. It's all about that planning. But it's the emotional discipline to get you to where you want to go. And there will be victory and success if you manage to do that, which I'm sure you will. Where you are right now, Sag, is Page of Wands. So things up in the air. We've just come out of the element of air, which was Aquarius. And this is a classic Aquarian card. Things are just sort of floating around. There's no real grounding as such. Lots of ideas floating around. So it's time to sort of grasp one of those ideas and make it manifest. Make it happen. It's no good just sitting up there, running around in the air, just like a gust of wind, because that's not going to do anything. So we need to bring it into reality. Okay, let's see what's influenced this card to come out, and indeed the rest of the reading. So this is the influencer, and we have, of course, the 3 of Wands. So looking out, as he is looking out to far horizons, a classic Sagittarian card. Where am I going to go? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to catch up with? There's a male. This is very, to me, is always like a man from overseas. However you want to take that. But it's also about expansion and growth and making things happen for yourself. It's very much a teaching card as well, number 3. Always a teaching card and a learning card. So where is it that you want to go? And obviously for Sag, because you are such global citizens, it may be somewhere far away. And so thus one has to prepare for such a journey. Otherwise, for others, it may be just planning for what you want to sort of make manifest this year. Because we're in now March coming up. The background, so January, February was slow-moving energy of the Knight of Coins. So he is very loyal, he's very just. So if that's a person that's been around in your life, he's someone you can depend upon. However, if he's sort of in any romantic, for the Sages who are into the relationship, that's their focus. He is very trustworthy, but he's a slow-moving energy. So don't be expecting like great declarations from him, but he will. His word is his word, and he's an honest soul. But generally, that slow-moving energy that I feel a lot of people felt, and trying to be grounded in the last 4 weeks, because Aquarian energy can be quite a windy energy going everywhere around. Recent influences, and we have strong independent energy here. usually quite a female energy. If the males, it may be that sort of female energy around you. It's completion, it's getting things done, you're nearly there, but well done for just getting on with things and maintaining that balance, especially in the time we've just come out of it. It was very bumpy. It was very, yeah, it was like a bumpy plane ride to me. That's the way I described that last 4 weeks. So well done. Really strong energy, nearly finished, nearly coming to completion. So what's next, basically? So keep planning and keep on the track. Let's see the lesson you'll be learning, Sag. And we have the Devil. So the Devil is the stuck card. It is the card of materialistic life. It is the card of addictions. It is the card of being stuck on something or a theme running through your life, whatever. We're a human. We're all addicted to something, whether it be gambling, cigarette smoking, weed smoking, drinking, whatever it is, food. And it's about sort of really becoming aware of that and becoming, trying to get yourself unstuck. And then just, making plans and therefore balancing and being emotionally disciplined about whatever it is you feel that you kind of, addicted to. And there's nothing wrong with that because we're just human people. So that's so it's about sort of, I guess too, for most of us, the Devil always sort of comes in, and especially as the lesson, it's a bit more like of a balance. Keep everything balanced, have a focus. Don't sort of just self-medicate or whatever you do because it's just too hard. But look, we all have to deal with it. So that's your lesson, Sag. Near future, so we'll be getting into first week of March, and then we actually have the new moon in Pisces. So this is when Pisces proper will start to come in, all that watery energy of intuition, emotions, beginnings and endings. Looking back to 6 months ago, what was going on there in the time of Virgo, and then this all comes to a head. And we have the Page of Wands. So we have good news coming. So if we're waiting on some good news, Sag, it is definitely coming. The good news could be that it's just landed that, well, yes, as Australian people, I know the European, you guys can do whatever, you can move around. But for Australian people, we can actually go back to the world. So that's the good news, and that's coming through. It's very much an action card. So it's things actually really happening in real time. So it's about things are going to be on the move again. So it's a great card to have. A good news card all in all, Sag. Let's see the link to that, which is what's happening that you're not realising. And we have a clarity of thought here with the Ace of Swords. So very much clarity of thought, where you want to go, what you want to do, very much in the realm of the 4th house as well. That seems like stability for you anyway. You've got clarity of thought because a lot of us, especially in this continent, we have been sort of stuck at the house and home, and we have been doing a lot there, but this month more than ever, that is the focus. So we've got this beautiful clarity of mind, and don't forget too, this is all good news. So difficult times are definitely behind, Sag, and this is like this breakthrough that has come indeed. Whether often, here you haven't realised it, but, just have a look at it and go, oh, yes, well, right, look at everything is really pretty good. Let's see how others see you, Sag. And we have the 7 of Swords, so there's a bit of deception here, perhaps, Sagittarius. Are you deceiving yourself? Others may think so. And a bit of jealousy here with this card. And it's very much an Aquarian card. So maybe you have been coming off in the last couple of weeks as being sort of deceptive, secretive, and being a bit jealous, or your sort of projection to other people was a bit sort of shady. And that's their right to have their opinion. But yeah, also that's quite an interesting card to be seen as. We'll put a clarifier on that, Sag, because it's always a bit of it looks gruesome, doesn't it? But we'll see what's underneath that, why people are perhaps seeing us as that. Or maybe that's their projecting onto us that we are. Maybe they're the deceptive ones and the jealous ones. Who knows? We'll see in a minute. Let's have a look at what you're feeling positive about, Sag. And indeed, we have the Ace of Wands. So movement, energy, lots of energy coming in. Action, things on the move. Really happy about that, Sag. It's very much a very strong Sagittarian card. Let's get moving. Hoorah. So great also for the younger Sagittarius, energy, fertility, all these sorts of things coming through. So this is a really positive card for you to have, and you feel that positivity. It's just in the environment at the moment, especially where we're living here in the Southern Hemisphere. Okay, let's see the final outcome. And we have the King of Coins. So the very strong male sort of mentor energy coming in. Could be your father, could be an older male in your midst that you really trust to give information to, or ask opinions of, or ask their advice of. Very much a stable card coming through. Financial stability just in yourself with this kind of energy around. You never lose out when the King of Coins is around, whether it be your dad or just some friend that you really trust, in terms of they are very stable and know what's going on in the world, and you know, they don't speak much, but when you ask advice they'll give you a very concise answer, and that's that energy. Now I'm just going to put a card on this Seven of Swords and see what's underneath the surface of this energy. And we have the Tower. So yeah, maybe things have changed, changing the way you see things, changing the way you do things, getting rid of the old junk and bringing in new ways of looking at life, of living, maybe your home or something like that. It's, you know, that all this, it's sort of come to an end where you're living, or, you know, you're selling, or there's something there. But the Tower basically means just getting rid of outdated ideas and ways of living and doing things, and bringing in new methods to counteract that. So yeah, that could be jealousy, or there could be some deception, friends thinking, oh, what are you doing that for, you know. But yeah, very much the Tower. So outdated ways of doing things to be replaced, which sometimes with people can create a bit of kind of jealousy, I guess. Okay, your message is, because I don't want to go on too long, truthfulness. Like a lovely flower, bright and fragrant, are the fine and truthful words of the man who says what he means. So just being truthful with yourself this month, doing your own thing, accepting how it is, planning, getting on, and just basically, yeah, really looking at things in an emotional way and sort of changing them as you see fit. Lots of good energy. Thanks so much for listening, Sag.